What's up, everybody? I'm glad to see you beautiful people here again, and in today's video I thought it'd be a great subject to go over this because I think it's very important for us to know. Now this video is going to be summing up a real Christian versus a Christian. So pretty much anybody can say they're anything. Well, God obviously decides on that if he sees you in him. But it's also pretty easy to see if they're really genuine versus if they're just doing it for show or any of their own personal excuses. Now, just because you were brought up in raised in a Christian home does not make you a Christian personally. You have to accept him yourself, not just because you were brought up by one. You need to accept them yourself. Now, it's pretty easy to point out the ones that are going to meet their friends at church or just to go to church every Sunday. But remember that going to church on Sunday does not prove anything at all. Anybody can walk into a building. You prove to God with your heart and not your actions by remembering that you are the church and not the building itself. I knew these kids from school, and they would go to church on Sundays, the church I go to, and they were actually, when I went to school, they were real cussers. They would cuss all the time. And then it would come to Sunday, and they're whole different people. They would act a whole other way. And you can't be two-faced. You can't be both. You gotta be one or the other. Going to church once a week or 2 times a week, it does not mean anything unless it's genuinely in your heart. If he's genuinely there, then great. Church is more of I think of more as fellowship in a way and more of learning. But if you just go just to feel Christian, your heart isn't full of it, but your mind is. Your mind is not your heart. He's not a mind reader. I mean, yeah, he reads your mind, but I'm saying he looks in your heart, not your mind, if you get what I'm saying. You want to be in a relationship with him every single day, all day, every day. Not because you're forced to, but because you love him, and that's what a real, genuine Christian is doing it because you want to, not because, oh, I have to do this again. No, you'll just have the dedication, so to say, to just spend time with him. It's like marriage, you're not forced to be with somebody. I mean, I sure hope not, but you aren't forced to marry somebody or, your spouse. You chose to be with them. You chose to love them. So it's like you want to be with them, you want to be with God. And, God wants, you'll love your wife or your husband if you know God first, because God is love, of course. But I won't get into that because that'll be a whole nother video that is coming out soon. Another thing Christians do is that they will tell people that they're wrong, and just that they would put them down. What I mean by that is if a Christian sees an atheist, a Muslim, or any other different belief, they'll just say, you need Jesus, you're wrong, you're going to hell. Straight up, those Christians are just like you need Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And we need to be more of compassionate. They don't know better. If we were to sit down and just have a talk with them and talk to them about God, you would give them the seed to plant in their heart. So you see, the job is not to tell them what they're doing wrong, but to always bring people up. That's all we are supposed to do, is bring people up and never down. Instead of telling them what they're going to do wrong, we're going to tell them how to fix that. We're going to tell them about God and how much he loves you and cares for you, and he forgives you and all that. So you give them the seed, and their job is to plant it. For those people, you don't give them the plant. You give them the seed and they feed it. They choose to feed it themselves. You don't give them the entire tree, you know what I'm saying? Fully grown, shoving it in their face. They do that themselves. It's their choice. As long as you did your job as telling them, giving them the seed, then you are fine. You're golden. We can never put anybody down, no matter how mean, how rude they are. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say, was just to be careful. You know, you want to hang around genuine believers and not ones just doing it for show. Yeah, it's okay if you're raised Christian and you say you're Christian, but, you know, find him in your heart, you know, not just say the word you're Christian and think that's the okay as the finished product. If you guys liked this video, learned anything in it, like and subscribe for more of these. Also, I do podcasts, so you guys can also check those out. I'll leave them down below in the description. But anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.